Okay. Hello, I'm Rain,
I'm Matt.
and today we're doing an interview about the funeral service industry. So, do you have any experience with the funeral service industry?
Nope.
Have you ever been to any funerals?
I have.
That is experience with the funeral service.
Uh,
How many funerals have you been to?
I've been to one funeral and one wake. Just a quick. A wake is just like sort of like
A viewing of the body. Meow.
Okay, I guess it wasn't really a wake then. I guess I went to funeral and wake and another thing. It was
Was it a celebration of life? It was like a party.
okay. So I was at a funeral, a wake, and a celebration of life, and another thing for my uncle who passed recently. It was more. I didn't get. It wasn't a funeral in the traditional sense. I went to. It was pretty much like a collection of, like mementos of like his life, like pictures of him.
Yeah,
What is that?
that's so part of a wake.
Oh, okay, all right.
Right. What was your impression, questions, and concerns about the funeral service industry? Like, what were your first impressions during the wake, the funeral, and the celebration of life?
How do people even get into this? Because it's like you're always surrounded by like sad people, like all the time. It's got to be like depressing. Like it can't just like not affect you mentally, right?
According to my professor, alcoholism is the number one killer of funeral directors.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Did you have any other impressions that you got?
Uh, let's see. Well, I guess the first student, my only first meeting I went to, a few days after, we did go to a. Oh, sorry, what was the question?
Any other impressions?
Any other impressions? Is like the celebration of life, like party, common thing for people to do?
It's more common nowadays. During the Middle Ages, it wasn't as common, but it was also common in like ancient practices. They'd have like a huge party. They'd eat. They drank. They'd like celebrate the life of the person. And then there was the plague, so they didn't really
Yeah.
do funerals. And then it became a more common practice around the early 2000s.
Yeah, because when my great grandmother passed, a few days after, we went to this huge guy. I didn't even know I had so many relatives. Like it was huge. There was this venue filled with like at least 200 different people. Like my God. And it was like we ate, we drank, told stories. So I found out my great grandma killed a man.
Your great grandmother killed a man? Was it on purpose or an accident?
The guy tried to assault her. And
Self defense, got
yeah.
it. Was the attire of the funeral service professionals like appropriate for the funeral you went to?
Well, yeah, I would say so. Everyone wore like black suits at the funeral and at the celebration. Everyone, because my family's on my father's side is from India. Everyone wore like colorful, very silky, flashy sort of dress. I didn't, because I didn't really have anything, so I just wore like a button down and dress pants.
Right. What is your when you think of a funeral? What's your expectation on what a funeral service professional should be wearing?
I would say like formal wear. I mean, sort of like black, mostly black or white, I guess. Black dress. I don't know.
Right. Did you have any experience or interaction with a funeral service director?
No.
Do you know why that funeral home or that funeral director was like chosen to be where the funeral will take place?
I don't think I know. No, I can't think of anything.
Who scheduled the funeral? Who like did all the planning for it? Was it your
Um,
mom? Was it your dad?
I'm pretty sure it was either my grandparents, because it was my great grandmother that died. It was my grandparents that did it. It was, oh god, where was it? It was this place, I think, around Wareham. where that was where the funeral was. I think I can't remember.
What are some specific characteristics that you would like to see in a funeral service professional?
Can you elaborate a little more on that?
Would you like to see them be more empathetic, be more apathetic? Would you like to see them interacting with the family, or just giving like the memoriam speech, or
I mean,
just preparing the body?
I feel like what was it? Funeral what?
So you're a professional.
Oh, service professional. I feel like they should interact with the family, and know a little bit about the person who died. Just to be better empathetic, and show better empathy towards the family.
Who?
You trying to claw at my sweatpants?
He'll bite your ankles. So you said you've been to one funeral, or was it two? You said your uncle and your grandmother.
I did. It was. I didn't go to my uncle's funeral. Like it was more of that part of the wake. I didn't really go to the funeral.
I can't spell. And how long ago was the funeral exactly?
Let me see. My uncle, over the summer, and my great grandmother in the winter.
Of this year or last year?
Oh, last year.
And you said it was your grandmother and your uncle, correct? Just to
Yeah.
confirm.
Yeah.
Were you close with either of them?
I mean, my great grandmother, yeah, definitely. Well, I guess close is really a subjective because my old house, pretty much, it was me, my sister, my parents, my grandparents, and then my great grandmother. We all lived in one house. I don't know. There's a real language barrier. I never knew what she was saying.
Yeah, but were the vibes like good?
I would say I would say decent vibes. Decent vibes.
And what about your uncle? Were you close with your uncle?
Oh, 100%, yeah. It was real tragic when he died. It was so unexpected. He died in an ATV accident. His four-wheeler slipped up and it crushed him.
I almost died in an ATV accident.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, in Costa Rica.
Oh my
Have I
god.
not told you that story?
You might. I know about the car crash. I think that might be it. I don't know.
Yeah, well, the first time we went to Costa Rica, we went ATVing up in the mountains, and some dirt biker came and like we almost crashed into them. So I was in the back of Paul's ATV, and we swerved into a ditch, and the ATV flipped. We both fell off of it, and when I regained consciousness, the wheel was right next to my head.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That could
So-
have been a very bad.
What was your very first thought when you saw the dead body of either your grandmother or uncle? The very first time you saw a dead body. What was your very first thought?
I don't know. Like it, not to be disrespectful, I think, but it's like it was like surreal. I want to say I've never seen like a dead body, like up close and personal. Like it was like I sort of like stayed away from it. Like I don't know, the idea of just being next to a dead body sort of, I don't know, it just sort of messed with me. Like it looked like just like a very deep sleep. And I guess that sort of scared me.
What was your first impression of the funeral itself? The funeral you went to?
The funeral is, oh my god, it was rainy. It was just so, atmosphere was already like the, funeral atmosphere. It was also pretty dark from the storm clouds, like inside the building, even with the lights. They were sort of just like a oppressive sort of atmosphere, Like it was like a room filled with people that I have no idea. Like they're relatives, I know that for a fact, but I don't know any of them. And they were all just, I don't know. It's just like everyone was sort of silent except my grandmother, who was crying her eyes out. Everyone else was sort of like silent, and I guess what's the word? Seldom. Is the word I'm looking for? Solemn. Solemn. It's sort of weird that my grandmother was the only one crying. Now that I think about it, or maybe she was crying so loud I couldn't hear anyone else crying. I don't know.
Alright. What was your very first impression when you went to that wake?
The wake.
Yeah.
My grandmother, or my
The wake you went to for your uncle.
oh, the wake I went to my aunt. It was like, I guess it was also a sort of feeling of surreal because like I'm learning some stuff I didn't know about him, but like he's gone, like he isn't here anymore. It was really really weird. Even now I'm learning stuff about him I didn't know about, but it was like it was, I guess that feeling of like you don't know when you're dreaming, like when you dream,
Okay.
you don't like know anything like about the place you're in a dream. Like it's the sort of same feeling of unfamiliarity, but also familiarity.
Final question. What are your overall thoughts about funerals, wakes, and celebrations of life?
I mean, it's like I want to say okay. So my impression or the
What are your overall thoughts?
I don't know about that funerals probably the saddest part of the entire experience. Wakes are more like the remembering the good times, remembering the memories we had with this person, and the celebration of life is, I think, the oh hey kitty, yeah, the celebrations.
He's good, don't worry.
He was on the keyboard. The celebration of life, I think, is like the on the opposite spectrum of a funeral in a way. It's like it's happy, like the celebration of life.
Alright, well, that concludes all of my questions for you. Did you have any questions for me about the funeral industry?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, well, thank you for participating. Come on, stop